So the developer of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown has gone on strike. Should we be worried about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown? Well, to be honest, I am a little bit worried because when you look at the reasons why they've gone on strike and looked at the recent marketing about Test Drive Unlimited, it's a bit concerning. This is not fake news, by the way. Kireth are on strike today. They've put down their pens and I'm going to run you through what's happened. So they're doing it in protest against, I believe, the publisher Nacon. And another studio under Nacon has also had some issues talking about hiring turnover and a general lack of information about the future of our companies and the productions. That includes Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown, and this is where it starts to get a little bit worrying. So talking about management bringing up supposed independence, but every demand we make gets rejected. Now, when we're talking about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, the recent marketing has all been about the future of the game, the long-term future, which is inherently a bit concerning, I think. We're days away from Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown coming. People have waited over 10 years for this game, but all the marketing is about stuff that's not going to be there at launch. Stuff like Ibiza, stuff like casinos, stuff like potentially houses, for example. And you can see why Kireth have gone on strike for the reasons I'm putting on screen. I'm also going to go through, by the way, your comments. So if you've been commenting on my videos, chance your comments are going to come up in this video and we're going to go through it and make sure that your concerns are addressed. It's a little uneasiness that I had about this. I wrote on Twitter to one of the posts, I said, to be honest, I want to know what I'm going to get on launch. I don't want to be like bombarded with stuff that may come in the future, like motorbikes, for example. So they're expressing solidarity and they've called for a strike, which is today, September the 2nd. Now, the sim racing show has already gone out on this channel. We talked a bit about Test Drive Unlimited. We talked about Ibiza coming, which is a very small area, by the way. When you look at the amount of Ibiza that's coming, it is tiny. There's not going to be any cruising there. So let's talk about some of the comments that you guys and girls be making because you're so clued up, more clued up than me than I would say in Test Drive Unlimited. So Chris Carrington saying it's impressive that a small developer can listen and take note, or if we're more cynical, are they doing a bit of fan service? Are they trying to really kind of appeal to us about kind of this ideation that we have of Test Drive Unlimited that might be different to what we're going to get at launch? Remember, I really liked the first open demo, and I didn't like the open beta I got when I pre-ordered the game for $100. This is not sponsored, by the way. These are just my honest thoughts. I'm not a mouthpiece of the developer or something, obviously. So I'm being a bit critical here. Matt Manley saying it's seemingly really improved. If we may purchase the title now, what we can expect now versus the demo. Different viewpoints on that. The beta, the developer came out, Kireth, and said that it wasn't representative of the final product. So as of right now, we don't really know what the final product is going to be. But on September the 5th, I will be playing this game and I will be sharing you the footage from the early access of the release build. And I will be expecting to see some big differences based on what kind of was going around when I made my video on the open beta about how not to base my expectation of the game on that. People want to see the rest of Ibiza. Steve Brandon definitely does. Completely agreed. Long distance in Ibiza. Completely agreed. I want to have that feeling. I mean, even something like the Crew Motorfest, which is set in Hawaii, right, hasn't captured the same essence that we got in the original Test Drive Unlimited, I think. That kind of feeling of actually taking these high-performance cars and actually going a little bit mad on the roads with police. I didn't get that in the Crew Motorfest. Am I going to get it in Test Drive Unlimited? I don't know. Custom animations, this is another one. A big criticism I made in my videos on Test Drive Unlimited was the fact there's no accurate steering wheel rotation. That's something that the Crew Motorfest does have, and they say they're going to bring it, but are they going to bring it, or do they just want us to pre-order? I don't know. More players in the lobby as well. This could be an absolute game changer or a game limitation. I think there's only 16 players in the lobby, and we definitely need more than that. Me 48. Better optimization as well. I'm going to be looking at this so critically because it looks like 1080p on PS5 if I'm seeing it right. Oh, that is, you know, the Crew Motorfest looks so good in 4K, and something like Forza Horizon 5 as well. That's going to be tough. VR as well. VR will be incredible. We didn't see anything in the latest update from them about VR. Is it going to be modded in on PC? That could be a game changer here. It could be a game with a great vibe. We've seen some real stylistic stuff for them, like this bit of the trailer here, where it kind of pans down and you see the casino element. There is a bit of a gambling undertone to Test Drive Unlimited that I'm not super comfortable about, but it's part of the history. People thinking Sam Callister are going to get it on PS5. Well, I bought it on PS5, so I'm going to let you know. I'm going to try and get some review codes as well for PC and Xbox so I can contrast. CarX Street has come out with 900 degree. By the way, I'm going to be playing that as well. I've already got that on Steam. I bought that to let you know about it. I really hope there's a limited amount of cars you can have that increase when you buy a new house. I completely agree. For me, that's the essence of Test Drive Unlimited, is that you're limited by houses, which is kind of a weird concept, but it means that every car in your garage needs to have a reason for being there. And it's more than just the credits. It's like, you know, I'm going to have to sell my car that I've driven for such a long time because I need to upgrade to a better car. And other games don't force you to do that at all. They just throw lots of cars to you. Nostalgic Test Drive Unlimited 2 menu sounds. Don't know about that. For me, not a big deal. All I want to do is switch on the DRLs on the vehicle. Sean, I have no idea what a DRL is, but I'm just hoping for really good wheel support. The wheel support on PC was a bit weird. Worked really well on my Thrustmaster. Didn't work really at all on my Moser properly. Was pretty much okay on the Logitech once I fixed the rotation. Remember, I asked the question, would you want more sort of like little areas of maps, or would you want... Here's a steering wheel animation in the background. So they've got an early prototype. Why it's not in at launch though, I don't know. Like for me, is it that... I don't know how difficult it is to do that. Tokyo, Japan would be amazing as well. Clan Wars. To be honest, I want to see police on the roads. Like having this kind of like streets versus sharps, I don't care too much about that. I want to see police, and then it adds a little bit more dynamism to it. Need for Speed Unbound has just done like a hot pursuit mode. That's getting a lot of traction. There's a lot of people playing that game. So we'll see what else is coming up. By the way, please do subscribe if you enjoy these videos. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers in September. And with your help, we can honestly do that. Test Drive Unlimited community, I'm here for you. I love this game, the concept of it. And I just want Solar Crown to really deliver. We'll see. Enjoyed, love Test Drive Unlimited 1. Second game didn't do it. Let's see what happens here. It sounds like the developers listening to the fans. It does indeed. But ultimately, is it going to be worth the price point? I can't believe that I don't really pre-order games. So I'm kind of like, to be honest, a little bit invested in this now with the old pre-order. Yeah, good points about traffic. I want to pick up on this. Sometimes the traffic just kind of disappears. And I feel like that completely ruins the illusion of being in a city. Like the traffic has to be really persistent, because otherwise it feels like you're sort of in the Animus, like in Ubisoft World or something like that. Wacko Texas Valley Mills Drive, that's what I want. No idea what that means. Here's Jeremy Clarkson, wish they delayed the release. Well, we just know that's how it is these days. They're not going to delay the release. They're going to add stuff on later, but so close to launch, I want to see. I don't think there's a lot of clear marketing or reviews on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown that I'm seeing. It's not a big enough game, I think, to get the attention of big reviewers. And it seems like the people that are reporting on it kind of maybe are not paid by Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, but have a lot of inside access. That's kind of just me putting my hands up and saying what I'm observing. But I'm going to be reporting on this very soon on the 5th of September, so don't miss it. Are the reasons for the strike going to be apparent when the game launches? We will see. It's not great to be on strike 3 days before the game launches, but you'll find out on this channel, so I'll see you then.